Hello and welcome to the last module in our series for the Getting to Know GIRFEC training workshop. This training module is all about how it all fits together in information sharing. We also have other training modules available to watch on our website. A full training pack with all of the information covered in these modules, including easy read guides and BSL animations, can also be found on our website. I hope you'll find the modules helpful. We always welcome your feedback, and if you want to get in touch with our Children and Young People programme, please email us at girfec@alliance-scotland.org.uk. The main learning outcomes of the GIRFEC training is to support participants to increase their knowledge and understanding of GIRFEC, learn about the GIRFEC toolkit, and understand how to promote children, young people and families' wellbeing by using the GIRFEC approach. As we weave through the training, have a think about how you may already use GIRFEC in your own practice. So we look at how it all fits together. I want to offer two slides which show how GIRFEC fits. Firstly, with the children's rights, and secondly, with other policies and practice affecting children and young people. The diagram on this slide demonstrates how the wellbeing indicators tie in with the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, UNCRC, as been pointed out regarding some earlier aspects of the training. The numbers indicate how articles of the Convention may apply to each segment of the wellbeing wheel, to each wellbeing indicator. For example, Article 3 states that children should be asked for their views before decisions are made about them. They cannot be included if their views are not sought and not taken into account. This shows that the wellbeing wheel has been designed to cover all bases of children's rights. The GIRFEC approach is based on children's rights, taking their development, decisions made in their best interests and respect for their views into consideration. The GIRFEC principles reflect the UNCRC. In March 21, the Scottish Parliament unanimously passed the bill. The intention behind the UNCRC bill was and still is to deliver a proactive culture of accountability for children's rights across public services in Scotland, and we remain committed to the incorporation into Scots law. The bill, when enacted, will require Scotland's public authorities to take proactive steps to ensure the protection of children's rights in their decision-making and service delivery, and make it unlawful for public authorities, including the Scottish Government, to act incompatibly with the UNCRC requirements. Children, young people and their representatives will also have the ability to use the courts to enforce those rights. This will help to protect the rights of children, including those who are young carers. On this slide, we see the child at the centre. GIRFEC supports the UNCRC and underpins all policy surrounding the children, young people and their families. This includes policies such as the Curriculum for Excellence, additional support for learning and More Choices, More Chances, which supports children's education and employment opportunities. The Early Years Strategy and the Early Intervention and Child Protection, through which children's needs are met at the earliest stage possible and they are kept safe, and the Promise and other health policies which promote children and young people's health and well-being. This diagram is not fully complete or comprehensive. It is intended to show that GIRFEC does not stand alone. GIRFEC is integrated with other children's policy and practice in Scotland. GIRFEC is the way professionals in Scotland respond to the needs of children and young people. Professionals working together as fully as possible with children, young people and with their families or carers is a cornerstone of the GIRFEC approach. That is why it's important that parents and carers, children and young people get to know and understand this approach. We'll talk now briefly about information sharing. It is important that families understand what information will be gathered when using the GIRFEC approach and how this will be used. To provide practitioners, children and young people and their families with clarity and confidence in sharing information sharing charters have been created by the Scottish Government. These can be shared with children, young people and families as a basis for conversations about their privacy rights in relation to sharing information about them. The Charter explains how children, young people and families can expect information about themselves to be managed and aims to make their privacy rights easier to understand. On all occasions when information is shared, it should be shared proportionately and the purpose should be to offer help and support as early as possible. An information sharing charter has been produced specifically for children and young people, and is available to view on the Scottish Government website. We've now reached the end of our last training module, how it all fits together in information sharing. Have a look at the other modules in our training series, which are all available on the Alliance website. If you have any questions that have cropped up during listening to this clip, let us know by emailing the team at girfec@alliance-scotland.org.uk.